G'day, this is Captainoob, and I am proud to unveil yet another companion mod I've been working on. So, it's the Christmas holidays, I've got a little bit of extra time on my hands to learn more about the creation kit and all of that stuff, so I've gone ahead and devoted that time to creating another companion mod. So, here we are in Walden Pond here. This is where you pick her up, and where you find her, just to make this absolutely clear, is just this little room in here. Now, she'll talk to you if you're on PC and Xbox One. She'll get you to do a little bit of a quest, but on PS4 it's truncated a little bit because of obviously the external assets there. So I'm not going to go ahead and spoil a quest for you. You guys can go ahead and do that yourself. But I'm going to spoil the rewards for you. You can do that, and you can read a little bit more about what you have to do in the mod description. So we'll just get into these weapons that you get. Also, keep in mind that she does sometimes swear at you because her voice tracks are taken directly from gunners, so she'd actually sound like a gunner, so sometimes she just says some weird shit. But don't worry, she'll never attack you unless you attack her first. Anyways, on to the weapons. So, first of all, we've got a little bit of a focus on unarmed weapons this time, so these are the adamantium knuckles. Basically, these are high damaging and they've got increased reach, so you can be like Wolverine and punch people from across the room a little bit. It's a little bit crazy, but you know what? Unarmed weapons kind of need this buff. Next up is the Laser RCW. Basically, this is a submachine gun that's customizable but fires laser bullets instead and has actual sound this time. I managed to figure out what I needed to do to add the sound. So, if you're a fan of the Laser RCW on PS4 and you can't have any sort of weapons like that, then hopefully this is a good approximation. If you're on PC and Xbox One, obviously there's mods out there. Same again with the unarmed weapons with the enhanced boxing glove. Basically, this thing gives you increased reach. As you can tell, we're punching this thing from quite a bit out, and you do better damage with it, so it makes it just a little bit more viable and maybe a little bit overpowered. Righto, next up is the fire hydrant bat, so you can wield the same type of things that the behemoths use. This one right here just uses super sledge animation, so it's going to swing slowly, but it's going to do a ton of damage. Alright, so our first Gatling Laser is just a cryo Gatling Laser, and it fires blue laser bullets and can freeze on critical hits as an enchantment. I believe you can chuck on additional legendary effects onto this and it'll actually make that, yeah, you can have freezing and another one at the same time. I like the laser bullets being blue, so there you go. Righto, so next up we've got the grenade launchers again, but I've improved them a little bit. See, last time I only made them fire frag grenades and there were no mods attached to them. Well, this time you can get a whole bunch of grenades to fire. So right now they're loaded with the default frag grenades, and it comes with a fuse one and an impact one. And you can modify these to fire frag grenades, as you see there, cryogenic grenades, nuka grenades, baseball grenades, and plasma grenades. So yeah, got a little bit more customization this time, so hopefully it'll see a little bit more use out of this very underused asset. Righto, so for the gamma gun I wanted to improve it a little bit, but I already found that this weapon was quite effective enough. Basically what I did here is just double the ammo capacity, so now you'll be able to fire a little bit longer before having to sit through this god-awful long reload time. Pretty simple. Righto, so for the broadside, basically the same thing. I just upped its rate of fire and doubled its doubled its ammo capacity, so you're able to fire a double shot here, and if you upgrade it you can go ahead and get 6 shots and you can fire them in a quick succession. Yeah, it's not too much of a upgrade to the broadsider, but I don't know, does a little bit to make it a little bit more viable, I suppose. Righto, so first for the melee weapons we've got the lightweight Chinese sword, and as you can tell this thing uses combat knife animations, which means you'll be able to use this thing a lot faster than you would with the standard Chinese sword, so you know, that's fun. So now we've got the missile jet, and what this thing does is just converts all of your junk into missiles, which is kind of fun. Observe. Alright, got thing loaded, let's fire it, and there you go. So it's like a missile launcher, but the bottle comes out looking like a missile as well. It's kind of fun. Next up, got the Mythic Deathclaw Gauntlet. Just like the other stuff, it's got increased reach and increased damage, making it a little bit more viable, I suppose. It's like Blitz without VATS. This is a suspicious looking shotgun. I'll let you figure that one out. Okay, so this one's a little bit more fun. So this is obviously an experimental move, and then basically, if you've used this thing, it makes yourself die all the time because you kill yourself. Well, not this one. This is a smart experimental move, and Winter does not give one fuck. Same thing goes for the Fat Man. Not a problem. Righto, so this is the automatic deliverer. Pretty self-explanatory, it's just to deliver an automatic platform, and it does alright. Next up is Swans Anchor. You can use the weapon of the Great and Mighty Swan. This thing has, I believe, machete animation, so you'll be able to swing this a little bit faster than you would with the fire hydrant bat there. It also does a little bit more damage because Swan deserves it, I suppose. Okay, so this is a suspicious looking laser musket, and I'll let you figure that one out too. Again, with an ultralight weapon, this is the Ultralight Machete, so if you like the combat knife animations being put on a machete platform, then you can go ahead and grab this one and you'll have a fast attacking machete, which will be very, very useful to you. Righto, on the logic of the ultralight weapons, this is the Ultralight Super Sledge, and basically this one has the same animations as the baton, but as you can tell, you'll be able to swing it a lot faster than the regular Super Sledge, and it's got no damage penalties, and it also is super light in your inventory, so a very, very well improved weapon, I reckon. And last but not least, we've got the Uranium Power Fist, and basically this one was sort of inspired by the Sat Knight Power Fist in Old World Blues, but instead it's uranium, so it goes ahead and deals a bunch of radiation damage, which would be very deadly to your human targets. So there you have it, that was all the weapons. On the apparel side of things, we've just got a Grognak Costume here modified to increase your unarmed damage, so even if you like wearing this thing as an unarmed character already for the extra strength, you can actually benefit from unarmed damage out of it. And of course, we've got the suspicious looking vault suit. I'll let you guys figure that one out too. And that is about it for all of the items you get. It's all well and good when you've got a PC or Xbox One which allows you to use scripts and such to actually get shit done, but not on PS4. You guys don't have that luxury, so what I'm going to do now is just have a short tutorial and I'll show you guys how to actually recruit this follower. Hopefully you guys can follow basic instructions here, alright? Come on, let's go. Righto, so I've made a separate ESP file and basically gutted all of the scripting, so basically it's going to work a little bit like the PS4 edition. So through dialogue we can't pick her up as usual, so what we need to do is just go ahead and head to Red Rocket. And once you're at Red Rocket, all you need to do is run under this particular structure here and pick up a ring. Now I'm going to stress this and make this very clear, this is a separate mod. You need to download a different mod. Called Followers Extended, link will be in the description. Please don't tell me that the rings aren't there if you've installed the mod. They're going to be here if you install Followers Extended, not this Captainoob mod right here. Alright, so now we've got the ring, let's go ahead and head back. And going through her little speech things, you can go ahead and chuck her a ring. This will come up when you recruit her, so you can sort of do this immersively. Make sure she's got that ring equipped before you exit. And there you go, you have yourself a companion. Now I'm going to stress some of the limitations of this thing. Basically, you can't actually dismiss this companion properly because the hold up keyword doesn't really allow that. So if you do take this ring off, she'll still be in a position to follow you, but she won't crouch with you like this, so she's not technically a follower. You'll be able to know this if you can't target her in VATS, that means it's working, but if you can, it's not working. So unlike the unlike the Xbox One and PC edition, where you can't actually complete the quest to get the ring, the key to actually open up all the stuff, you'll have to go ahead and talk to her for it, and then you can get access to all of her brilliant loot. But if you're playing on PC and Xbox One, she gives it to you after the quest, which hopefully should work fine on all platforms. I did extensive playtesting on it, meaning I ran through it a few times and did as much variables as I can. I think I pretty much nailed it. It's a simple quest, like a creation club type scale quest, but hopefully we should be fine with that. I think that's all you pretty much need to know. If you're on PC and have mods that alter the harness thing that she's wearing now, it'll be altered along with it, because obviously to get this thing working I have to use things that are in the vanilla game. She'll have that little gunner tattoo there. I've actually made that happen in the creation kit there, and she's armed with quite a good weapon indeed. So she's got a 50 caliber 10mm pistol there, and you can't actually get this weapon in this mod. That is actually an unplayable weapon, but I'm going to show you something else that will actually allow you to grab that weapon. But if you'd rather not work with gunners and rather you'd kill them instead, well, there's a mod for you in here somewhere. So there's Captain Bridget over there, and she's a boss character, and she's quite tough, so adds a neat little mini-boss for you to deal with in Gunner's Plaza if the place wasn't already hard enough. And we're gonna go ahead and crit her. She's not the hardest thing to kill in the world. Good old Gauss rifle like that'll one-shot her. But there you have it, there's the boss dead, and she gives you a neat little unique weapon here, so you can actually have Bridget's weapon there, and it's a 50 caliber 10mm pistol, or just a 50 caliber pistol I reckon. Can't customize this thing because I like it the way it is. It's supposed to be like a big beefy deagle type pistol. It's got the glow sights on it, and it sounds absolutely awesome when you shoot it, so you should have no trouble killing anything with this. So there you have it, that was 2 of my pet project mods that I was working on throughout the last days. If you're interested, check out the description, there shall be a link to the boss and the companion mod for each of these for you to try out, and hopefully you can get some more fun out of this very, very aging game here. Know of any issues you will find on your travels. I know for PS4 it's going to be a little bit hard for some people to quite get it working, but if you can follow basic instructions, I think you'll be fine. So hopefully you can do that. Thank you for watching, guys.